Hi everyone, this is JD, your gadget review friend. We're continuing to review and compare devices, and I'll flash our schedule for the next couple of weeks. You can also check our Twitter community at GadgetRevNow for updates. We just finished reviewing OnePlus 8 and OnePlus 9, and we're skipping OnePlus 7 because today I will review and recommend a great phone that you can buy cheap yet deliver exceptional performance. It was hailed the flagship killer in 2018, and believe me, after 3 great years, it's still performing like one. Today we're going to look back and review OnePlus 6, a flagship killer ahead of its time. Hey, don't forget to subscribe, my friend. Let's go! Let's start with the design. It's outdated yet classic. The phone sport the familiar flagship materials. The front and back glass are protected by Gorilla Glass 5, and the sides are covered by aluminum frame. Checking the button placements, you have the power button and mute slider on one side, microphone on top, volume rocker on the other side, and speaker, microphone, charging port, and audio jack at the bottom. The back houses a pill-shaped dual camera setup. One is the main sensor, and the other helps in portrait mode. Underneath that module is the fast and reliable fingerprint sensor. At front, you will see a small and non-intrusive notch with a notification LED. This is a great design since you wouldn't see now any phones with a notification LED. Like the audio jack, this is an extinct feature. All in all, it's not the most current look, but it feels solid and premium. Hey, just a side note, if you own OnePlus 6 or any phones you see on our channel, we're making more videos of these phones in the future. Please hit the subscribe button to see more videos like this. Next is performance. My unit is a maxed out version of OnePlus 6. It is rocking Snapdragon 845 with 8 gigs of RAM and 256 gigs of storage. This phone can do and can play anything. I'm currently using this as my gaming phone for Mobile Legends, as it has ultra settings and all graphic intensive effect turned on. I ran a Geekbench test and it scored 514 on single core and 2307 in multi-cores. If you want speed comparison, this is comparable to Google Pixel 5. I was able to play Mobile Legends, GTA, and Call of Duty in high to ultra performance. Light gaming such as Subway Surfer and Temple Run are blazing fast. I have no issue opening apps, streaming services, and using it for calls, text, and camera use. It has 64, 128, or 256 gigs of storage, depending on the storage variant on UFS 2.1 storage. Sadly, there's no card slot, but my 256 gigs of onboard storage is sufficient for the next 2 to 3 years. All in all, even though with the low benchmark score, this is one of the fastest 2018 phone today. Next is the screen. The screen is a 6.28-inch optic AMOLED with a small notch housing the earpiece and a single selfie camera module. The colors are punchy, sharp, and has deep blacks. It's a great AMOLED screen that you cannot find on this price point, maybe with Samsung, but with mediocre specs. It has a tall 19:9 aspect ratio, and that aspect ratio is good for reading, multi-window, and full-screen videos. It also has 402 ppi that is so sharp. It also has 514 nits of max brightness that is great for outdoors. For comparison, it is as bright as an iPhone 10 or Samsung S9. All in all, it's a great and sharp screen with great color reproduction and enough brightness for outdoors. Next is the sound, and the sound is just okay, not the best out there. It has a single bottom firing loudspeaker. The good thing is it does have the audio jack, so you can use your old reliable high fidelity headset. I tested this with my Pixel 3 XL, and here's the test. All in all, the sound is good, it's not the loudest, and can easily be covered. Next is the battery life, and the battery is a 3300 mAh capacity, which has a short lifespan. I was able to play an hour of gaming, one Netflix movie, an hour of music, another hour for social media, and occasional use for calls, texts, and camera use, and still have more or less 10% at the end of the day. You might need to charge the phone twice a day if you are a heavy user. It has a 20 watts fast charger included in the box, and I can charge this beast from 0 to 50% in 30 minutes. Sadly, it doesn't support wireless charging. All in all, this phone has a short battery life but can be charged fast enough. And lastly, the camera. The camera quality has long been an issue with OnePlus phones, and this phone is part of it, but somehow I see it differently. This phone has potential. It has 16 megapixel main sensor with OIS or optical image stabilization, along with a 20 megapixel that helps with the portrait mode. The photos are sharp, punchy, but sometimes over-sharpened. It will do well and will give you decent shots in good lighting condition, but will be challenging on low light situations. Video recording is also good as it takes 4K at 30 and 60 FPS. Again, like the photos, it's a good video recording for daylight, but not so much on low light. To sum up, it's a decent camera that will do its job, but nothing fancy. So what is GadgetRevNow's verdict? OnePlus 6 in 2021. If you can get this around $300 used, go for it. It's still a ridiculously fast phone for its age. You will seriously love this. I will not recommend this to people who loves taking photos as the camera is just okay. You might be a little disappointed with the performance. Also not recommending to people who always uses the phone and will have no time charging it as the battery life isn't that great. And I will recommend this to anyone who loves a speedy phone. This can seriously handle any apps easily. It also has the audio jack if you love listening to music using your old high-fidelity earphones. Gamers and heavy users are the target audience of this phone. OnePlus 6 is a great phone with some compromise, but given how fast this phone is, it's a flagship killer ahead of its time. If you enjoyed this video, consider subscribing. We're posting videos of gadget reviews, comparisons, photography gears, and tips. The goal of this channel is to review and compare devices as simple as possible, concise, and friendly. Don't forget to drop your comment, like, and share. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.